Okay, so today I want to go over how I got my cases all rearranged here. Spent the past couple days messing with this, trying to overcome a sinus cold. So up in this case, we've got two plucks. Tried to put all my oscillators and sound sources together. We've got the Vector synthesizer. We've got the Lanica wavetable, the ensemble for additive synthesis, and we use the octal linear VCA to control all those amplitudes. I have two Earthquaker devices, wave transformers. These guys, one of my favorite oscillators, the way that they can sync to each other and the complex wave folding, sub octaves. Super cool. Usually use the 4-play to control all the things for these two. I've got the mix up where I use the 4 different outputs for the shapeshifter, which is just an immensely powerful oscillator. So many different sounds you can get from this guy. And my second row here is all filters. We've got the Blades clone, a Wasp clone, the Dot for Wasp, got an SEM filter, it's very creamy, the 121.3, very just clear, plain, adds no character to the sound. It's very good for just clear filtering. The Polaris filter has lots of fit modes. Very cool is also the phaser. The Forbidden Planet, 3 different inputs, and we can blend. We've got 4 different low pass gates. We've got the Erica synths, which has resonance and a little bit of drive. We've got the DXG by Make Noise, which is really sounds like the Buchla low pass gate to me. We have this Dot for low pass gate, which can get pretty distorted and uses an actual Vactral. And down here in my drum rack, I don't have nowhere else to put it, we have the Sync by Noise Engineering, which is also really cool because it has the ping and you can send the gate out, the envelope, and control the slope to change the character. And then starting in the drum case here, I've been using this lyric repetitor for the rhythms. I'll send a clock to it from Flurry. And then I'm using this Rings clone by Blue Lantern, mostly for the kick drum. And then I've got 2 plates clones that I use for a snare or a hi-hat or any of those types of sounds. And then the Plonk by IntelliGel I use a lot for acoustic, like hand percussion type sounds to emulate. It's a really great physical modeling. And I send all of those to this Erica Synth drum mixer that has compression. And then we send them into the 2HP slice so that I can just trigger different stutters manually. And I usually send those over to the Mimeophone. This case has my 4 modules that both are stereo outs and go to my main Tascam mixer. So everything comes to either the Mimeophone, Sea Legs, Clouds Clone, or the Rainmaker. The MPC I use to sequence and run most everything. I have the 4 CV gate out splits. And then also this goes to a MIDI 8-way splitter here, and I send MIDI to lots of different synths into each nifty case. Up here is our modulation sources. We've got this guy, the Misha, that does all kind of microtonal sequencing. Really cool. Got my malts, 2 passives. This Erica Synths active malt that can adjust the octave. So I can send a melody to be one place, then also lower for a bass and higher for something else. Got the new multi-mod, which is still just so much to learn about this guy. The Afterneath reverb is really cool because it has the reflect send in and out. You can get lots of really cool reverb sounds. The mode adjusts the scale of the reverb, which is pretty cool. We've got triplet just for attenuating or for sending direct out. We've got 2 different sequential switches here. I like to plug different waveforms into it and switch between the waveforms. We've got the Marbles clone here for chaos, for randomness. Also, it's Turing machine right here for randomness. And then the black joystick to create and record usually modulation that is not super symmetrical. Use the pressure points to sequence or to adjust. Use the pressure to control something like the filter or the amplitude. We've got two different LFOs here, oct, and this dot for one. A little bit less range here, but also very useful. We've got this dual envelope generator, which is really, really useful all the time for filters, using the positive for like a low pass, and I use the negative for a high pass filter. A trigger delay to let something just a little bit, malt something to it and create an echo or create deeper rhythms with just a tiny bit of space. And we've got the quad voltage controlled ADSR, so I can control lots of different things at once and also change the shape of the envelopes. I've got two maths clones here. They get wild modulating each other and modulating anything else. Over here, we've got sort of the effects and shaping timbre case. Got the wave shaper, the dual wave folder, a frequency shifter. I like to use this guy to create supersonic, inaudible, super high notes, and then use those with the audio to control things instead of where a CV would go. The miasma distortion, really growly. All the different diodes for different flavors. The flurry, the digital noises in here is really what got me on it. But I use it for clock, envelope following, sample and hold. Lots of things this guy does. Just like the disting, there's so many mod algorithms in this I haven't even tried yet. The panharmonium creates such cool drones and ambience where I can send a whole song into it and harmonize and turn the whole song just into whatever type of waveform. Then I've got the 2HP freeze for like a lo-fi bit crushing usually. And last case over here, I've got the Morphogene and the Nifty keys, and I've just put the Pro 1, took up most of this case with a 2HP delay, and then the hex inverter noise oscillator, which is really cool. So I've got everything set up now, and hopefully get some music made later on today. Thanks for listening and tuning in.